guys, so obviously Patrick used transform because I am here. I'm Regina. This is.
I'm Mike.
Yeah.
Hi.
So thanks for joining us for top 4. I feel super bad for just showing up
Yeah.
out of the blue.
Yeah. Thanks for making it all the way over here.
Yeah.
I know it was just
anything
last
for
day,
for Haley's birthday.
Of course, it's her birthday. Very
so we've got
with that party.
I know, I'm so excited. So Nathan Christmas versus Hector Vargas.
Oh, is that who we've got up?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that was sprung on me. So it's a surprise gift, like Christmas gift.
Really? Good one.
So
right.
Nathan's gonna be on your left here with that Mimikyu, Porygon, Braviary, Tyranitar, Snorlax, Incineroar, and on your right, Hector with that Charizard, Nihilego, Landorus, Ferrothorn, Tapu Fini, and Incineroar.
Very Trick Room heavy team on Nathaniel's side there, with both Mimikyu and Porygon as exceptional Trick Room setters, and of course with Snorlax in play, like very quite often belly drum set, many good opportunities to set up, especially with support from the Incineroar fake in the form of Fake Out, and but we also have. Oh wow! They picked. Gosh, I gotta talk faster than that. I gotta go through. They pick so fast. Why can't you guys slow down? So
right. Well, I mean, I know Nathan's always he's always very much a big fan of using Trick Room heavy stuff, and obviously Hector's side has that Ferrothorn, really kind of benefits from that as well, but. I haven't seen them play in a very long time.
Yeah,
so.
It's a good way to help mitigate that kind of Trick Room. It's good for fighting within Trick Room, and we've seen now brings out the Mimikyu and its Snorlax out. Nihilego also known for being a Trick Room, kind of used as a sort of counter to it, the reverse Trick Room. So, and Tapu Fini potentially providing haze support. There's many
haze Tapu Fini.
Many possible sets that Hector could counter out this very potent lead that Nathaniel's brought here, but
yeah, I mean, obviously, Hector's team, when you look at it, kind of has that ability to kind of go back and forth, but actually going to be going first on the field, going to break through the skies on that Mimikyu with Sludge Bomb, so this Mimikyu is going to be sticking around for at least one more turn to be able to try to set up that Trick Room, but, we're getting a Z move straight away from Hector's side of the field, that Waterium Z from Tapu Fini, going to wash up one of these Pokemon.
I don't know if that Mimikyu's not holding a Focus Sash. It might be.
It's a good target right there.
It's a very tempting target for Hector here, especially since and it does take the hit.
That poor Mimikyu out on field actually manages to hold on though. So Nathan's Pokemon really just hanging on by a little bit of a thread as that Snorlax is able to go for the belly drum, and this Mimikyu going last is going to be setting up Trick Room for Nathan on this turn. Oh, that's scary. He's got a fully set up Snorlax on the field as well.
And Trick Room's about to go up. Oof. Gosh, that Mimikyu survival is, really hit Hector hard here. But even if Mimikyu hadn't survived, that Snorlax is still very bulky. Yeah. Having all those attack boosts wouldn't have much of a chance to stop him right away.
I mean, if Hector has haze or anything like that, now is the time to show it. I mean, obviously, Nathan's Mimikyu surviving that. I mean, Hector doubling up on it, super smart idea. Wanted to stop that because you can take care of a Snorlax that's been set up as long as it's not in Trick Room.
Right. He tried so hard, but gosh, that Mimikyu is surprisingly bulky.
Especially because Mimikyu is not exactly known for its bulk, but now that Snorlax is going to be going for that return to Tapu Fini at +6, is going to easily pick up the knockout on Hector's Tapu Fini.
Well, no haste today.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, Psych Up Mimikyu.
Now Mimikyu is just as strong, but a Sludge Bomb from Nihilego goes Mimikyu, so no offensive action from Mimikyu today, but things are still looking pretty rough for Hector here.
Yeah, he does get that Beast Boost, which is really nice, but like you said, still a little bit rough, still in Trick Room. I think the Psych Up is a really cool tech. A little bit weird, I think, to kind of reveal it. Maybe trying to figure out, obviously that Nihilego had gone first in that turn 1 because of that Trick Room, so maybe trying to scout out for like that Scarf. But now we've got an Incineroar and Incineroar Mirror, so exchanging Intimidates and potential Fake Outs on the field.
Yeah, there we see Nathaniel bringing Incineroar to provide some strong support there, Fake Out support. Let's see. Looking at the order of Intimidates here, we see.
Ooh, the Adrenaline Orb activation. Ouch, that's gonna hurt him a lot in Trick Room right now. Sorry. But no, like you were pointing out, that the Intimidate exchanges, Hector's went first in that Trick Room.
Therefore, yeah, likely his Incineroar will get the Fake Out first, so maybe Snorlax will not get a hit off. But then again, Nihilego probably won't be getting hit off here. It's going to eat up a turn of Trick Room. That might give Hector the room he needs to actually wiggle out of here. But
You mean the room he needs to wiggle out of Trick Room?
yes, that's
you set up that one pretty well. But the fake out from Incineroar into Snorlax is going to keep it from attacking in this turn, as Nathan has switched out his Incineroar for his Porygon, which takes a lot of damage from that Power Gem. Nihilego going last, obviously, because of that adrenaline or boost as well.
Yeah, respectable chunk, but not really threatening to that Porygon with that Eviolite defense boost.
Not to mention the potential for recover. Oof.
Of course. And, I mean, as soon as Trick Room runs out, I mean, Porygon 2 is poised to set up again right away.
Yeah, and I think Nathan's in a really nice position just because, you know, even though a couple turns of Trick Room have been burnt, he kept that Incineroar from being, like, really hit hard. Nihilego protecting itself, so, you know, Snorlax's return won't knock it out, as Nathan goes actually for the Incineroar instead, so they're going to be able to pick up another knockout on Hector's side of the field.
Yeah, I think Hector's probably going to have to go back to the drawing board and picking up leads and Pokemon in the back for dealing with this, or finding a better way to stop, or a more consistent way of stopping that Mimikyu. Now that he knows that double targeting isn't enough to take it out.
All right, and Hector's last Pokemon is going to be that Charizard, which very nice nickname there. But you know, obviously, you know that Nihilego is in a dangerous position. It burned its Protect last turn, is open now for attack unless Hector gets really lucky and gets that double Protect. This Porygon 2 on Nathan's side took that opportunity to recover, and now everything's just at full health. I mean, obviously this Charizard's going to be bringing in the heat with that YA variant, but not all that he can do.
But yeah, a little too late, unfortunately, for Hector. But I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of information that Hector can glean from this that'll better prepare him for the next game.
Oh, he gets the double protect. Ooh, nice. As Charizard also protects itself, so Snorlax is not going to be able to hit that Nihilego this turn, as the Ice Beam from Porygon also doubles down into that Nihilego spot, and Trick Room does end here. So you know now Nathan, we know that Porygon's super bulky. I mean, Porygon usually are.
We haven't seen it protect from that Snorlax yet, have we?
No.
So Hector might risk doubling up into that Snorlax. It might just to scout it for the possibility of a protect there.
Yeah, and like he's gonna have to weigh the risks and costs of, you know, that Porygon 2 potentially setting up Trick Room. Obviously, that Nihilego has that +1 special attack from earlier, and is gonna be able to do a lot of damage into that Snorlax. Can get a poison with another Sludge Bomb because the Snorlax is gonna be running Gluttony instead of Immunity? Is it called Immunity?
That's true. That's correct. Snorlax usually doesn't run Immunity anymore. No.
Ooh, but there is that Protect from Nathan's Snorlax.
Hector now has confirmed the existence of Protect on the moveset, and now can hopefully better plan for the next game there. Little lucky poison on.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Hector predicts.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Second time this game. Hector goes for double target on the Trick Roomer, and it just hangs on with a sliver.
I mean, this Porygon is gonna fade this turn from that poison, but it did its job. Got the Trick Room up, and I mean.
And now.
Oh.
And now Snorlax threatens everything again.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I mean, Hector has the chance to go for a Protect. Both those Pokemon attack this turn. He can burn one turn of Trick Room. Hope he gets really lucky. Nathan's gonna have to figure out which Pokemon to fake out, and which Pokemon is gonna go for the Protect, and which one he can go after.
I don't think any amount of luck is gonna save Hector at this point here, unfortunately. I mean, aside from both Pokemon getting a bunch of Protects in a row.
I mean, hey, if someone can get a triple Protect, then there's a possibility.
I don't think even triple Protect's gonna save Hector. Not when there's no Pokemon on him that can take out that really bulky Snorlax in one hit.
Oh, that's a fair point, yeah. And so Hector actually going to be just going for those two Protects. You're going to see, going to burn out that Fake Out on Nathan's side with that Incineroar, and the Snorlax going to be targeting down on opposite sides of the field, so that Nihilego going to be a little bit less of a threat, I think, to Nathan, wanting to get rid of that Charizard right away because of that Sun Boost.
Exactly. At the very least, Nathaniel can't take out both Pokemon at one time with Snorlax. It seems to be limited to single target attacks. We haven't seen Earthquake. No high
horsepower.
We have maybe seen high horsepower yet.
Oh, so going for the double protect doesn't quite get it. Snorlax gonna be able to knock it out this turn with that return. Goes for the Magneto instead. Ooh. Also, yeah, you're right. That Charizard was at -2 now because of overheat as well, so not gonna be able to do a lot of damage. And Nathan taking advantage of that Sun, going for the Flare Blitz into that Charizard. Doesn't quite get the knockout on there, but I mean, there's not much that Hector can do.
That's actually pretty, pretty devastating hit for a lot of damage for a resisted hit, especially with, so
I think
not much.
The things that Hector did well in this game, he went after those Trick Room setters, was like, hey, I don't want Trick Room to be set up, so let's double down on it.
There's the trap there, thinking that you can just double target and like all your Trick Room problems are done, and then there's bulkier than they thought you were.
And I don't know if that's just the way of like how Nathan treats it, or if that's how most those Pokemon are built. But I think now if you're Hector, I think you think, hey, if I can't stop Trick Room from getting up, then do I go after the Pokemon that make use of that Trick Room? So hey, do I just go after that Snorlax, make sure that either one, it can't recycle potentially later on, or two, that if it sets up Belly Drum, then I just go after it anyway and trying to make sure that in Trick Room it can't function as well as it needs to.
Yeah, and again with Protect being increasingly popular on Snorlax over Protect, it's becoming more of a risk to start targeting Snorlax right away, and then people are more inclined to go after the Trick Room setter.
Yeah, especially now that Hector knows Nathan Snorlax has that Protect. So now it's mind game in turn one is, does Snorlax go for Protect? Does it go for that Belly Drum? When does it try to set up? Because now this Mimikyu could, maybe go for an attack instead of setting up Trick Room, if that's the mind game that Hector's trying, like that Hector and Nathan are playing.
Or instead, Hector might decide it's not worth trying to stop Trick Room, instead bringing Pokemon that are better suited for fighting within it, like that Ferrothorn. But again, it's not.
Nathan did a very good job of predicting Hector's mix-ups here. So we're going to get that Sandstorm from this Tyranitar, and as Incineroar's Intimidate activates, it will be activating the Defiant from this Braviary, going to give it that plus to its attack as well. Ooh.
Oh, well, +1 after
and
Intimidate.
an Adrenaline Orb? Is that oh my gosh.
And an Adrenaline Orb.
Oy
So
vey.
that's alright. So, very fast and very hard-hitting Braviary there. Probably threatens to KO that Charizard. I'm not sure it would survive a hit, but that Tyranitar on the field, big threat to both Pokemon there, unless
those Rock Slides. Oh my gosh, just click Rock Slide and you can get rid of that Charizard.
So, yeah, really tough lead for Hector there.
Yeah, well, Hector's gonna be changing that weather right now with that Mega Evolution, gonna bring in the Sun, so benefiting both of his Pokemon on that side of the field. But again, this Braviary is a little bit of a scarier threat now because of that Adrenaline Orb, because of that Defiant ability. Tyranitar still nothing to really like sneeze at, as it does go for the Mega Evolution as well here, and bringing back that Sand. Oh.
Yeah, that's.
It's a lot of weather changes, and if
it is all in one turn.
And so Protect from Charizard, gonna keep any Rock Slide from connecting. At
least, but okay, with Nathaniel going for a superpower, knocking out Incineroar one hit, and so Hector loses his big source of Intimidate support there, and then Nathaniel taking the opportunity now that Hector was caught off guard to go for a Dragon Dance there with no penalty from any either side.
Nathan's just reading his opponent like a book right now. That Braviary taking advantage of the fact that, hey, this Incineroar, if it goes for a fake out on either Pokemon, somebody's gonna get something good, and assuming that, hey, Hector doesn't want to lose his Charizard, wants to save it for later and protects it, like you said, gets that free Dragon Dance, and loses that Incineroar and has to bring in that is bringing in that Tapu Fini, has a little bit of good maneuver room against that Tyranitar with Moonblast, but
it can deal super effective damage, and it is bulky in its own right. But even with combined Berry and Brave Bird from the now weakened Charizard, Braviary, it's still not looking great. So Hector's opting to just okay, but at least Charizard's down. That gives Hector a free switch in for his last Pokemon, which hopefully will give him another chance here. But
still in a really tough spot, especially if you're Hector. I feel like your Charizard's one of your biggest attackers, and Nathan's not really taking anything like so. Also gets flinched.
Yeah. Lady Luck, it really isn't favoring Hector here either.
No,
So-
ooh, that's rough. And no berry activation, like, you know, because it has that Waterium Z from before. Landorus being the last one, giving that Braviary another Defiant boost. I don't know if you guys can hear people in the back just saying, oh no. Like, we're all pretty much, you know,
Okay.
we see the end of the tunnel here for Hector, and it's not very pretty.
Yeah, it looks like Hector thought he'd bring all the Intimidate support for these heavy-hitting physical attacks, but Nathaniel just bringing the Braviary just bites him back hard.
Yeah, I think Nathan did a really good job of predicting exactly what Hector was going to do. You know, saw that Hector could realize, hey, I can't, you know, stop Trigger from getting set up, but I can bring in the Intimidate support to just kind of weaken that Snorlax. And Nathan being like, no, let's bring in Braviary and see what happens when you try to do that. So, we don't even know Nathan's last two Pokemon because he said no reason to bring them in, and that's, I think, the most frustrating part if you're playing this and being like, I can't do anything.
Yeah, it's a complete reversal of the, or completely different from the bulky Trick Room strategy that Nathaniel brought for his play. So it's very, you know.
Yeah, and Hector kind of realizing he has
a lot of different surprises.
Yeah, and Hector kind of realizing he has no outs, just kind of clicks the forfeit button. I mean, there's really nothing he could do at all. You know, that Tapu Fini is in the red. That Landorus might be a full, but if it's, I don't actually know if it's a Choice Scarf Landorus or what it might be, but can do a lot of damage against both Braviary and Tyranitar at the same time. It's going to take attacks from either one of them.
Yeah, I like the multiple modes. It's definitely,
If
provides
it's
a lot
a
of
style.
big flexibility needed in these best of 3 competitions.
And I think it's really good because it shows that Nathan's also very good at predicting what his opponent might have to do and understanding, hey, if you look at my team, here's the mode that I favored, but now here's what I'm going to switch into. So really super well played.
Yeah, it makes it very difficult for any opponent to read Nathaniel's next move, and like it's riskier deciding on countering a specific move.
Right.
I think
So
that might be the right answer to defeating his team.
yeah, so good job too, Nathan. We'll be seeing him in finals after we figure out. I think, is that Chris over there with Haley?
Do we have another play set on stream?
No. So Chris and Haley are finishing up their match for top 4. So whoever wins that will be going to finals against Nathan. But we will wait. Do they know what the prizes are? I think we should show them what the prizes are. Okay. So Miguel has these. This is okay. So here's a Celebi. I don't know my angle. So here's a Celebi in a Great Ball. This Manaphy, which I think everybody here is going crazy over, in a Pokeball. And this is what I'm upset about, guys. Okay, so I love luxury balls a lot, and I'm not the biggest fan of Keldeo, but Keldeo's in the luxury ball, and Meloetta, this beautiful this beautiful legendary is in a quick ball. I'm sorry, I don't like the quick ball animation at all.
Hey, you know what? I hate it too. I'm not a fan of the aesthetic.
Jokes,
but you know what?
Jokes on you guys. This is my prize. I just came here literally for this. I'm running.
No, actually, they're all going to the birthday girl.
Oh yeah, these are all going to. So you know, if you guys have a Twitter, just tweet at her. It's token female VGC to wish her a happy birthday.
Please do. She'll love it.
She will. She'll be really confused.
And by the way, Regina, like they have those luxury balls for like $5 at GameStop.
What?
In plush form.
Oh no, I really want one now. Okay, but we'll see you guys at finals in a little bit. We're not sure. Patrick's gonna be back on the mic, so also show your support for him. He's Adam and Zorak. Just tell him, you know, thanks for doing a great job solo casting. That's really difficult, guys. We will see you though in a little bit for finals. I'm gonna take these to my car and drive away.